just 1 second here. Okay, so let's let me just take a look at this real quick. Okay. All right, so anyway, now here's the thing. So I've been having some issues with a server owner for Neo Farmers DayZ servers. Now, I am in no way a staff member or a representative for Neo Farmers DayZ servers. I am only speaking on my experience with these servers as a DayZ player. So, the owner of DayZ, community servers that I just spoke of, the owner of those servers is a very toxic, very insecure, and very sad little man. And we're going to get into why here in just a second. So, the reason is that he has a God complex. So, if you don't agree with something that he says, or you say something that's negative about his server, he will make it his life's mission to ban you from his server, no matter what. But he won't just do it when he wants to. What he wants to do is he wants to try to publicly humiliate you or attack you in his public Discord for a server community. Because the little Neo-Knights, is what I'm going to call them, will jump on his coattails and ride them into the attack that they will have on you in their Discord like they did me. So here's the thing. Usually I don't try so hard to put somebody out there in bad light. That's not what it's not what I like to spend my energy on. I like to show good servers, and I like to promote positivity for people that have decent communities and decent servers. I usually wouldn't shed light on the negative ones, but fact of the matter is these guys have done this to me multiple times. So, in the beginning, when I just started out my DayZ adventures on my PC, note, beforehand, I played on console for quite a while. But I jumped in and I looked for a community server, and there was a video up that showed these guys, so I went and I tried out their server. And it was pretty neat. I thought, just coming in as a regular player, being able to spawn my own cars and whatnot. But here's the thing. I ended up meeting up with a guy, and we ended up becoming real good gaming buddies. So we swapped over to their Livonia server. And it was dead. There was like one or two people on there cycling in and out, and we could not find anything to do other than just run around and hit little POIs. I mean, there was not really any fun to be had. There was nobody else there. There was nobody to interact with or anything. It's just a dead server. So I ended up approaching the owner and I said, hey man, how about we do these events or whatever, try and get some people coming into Livonia. And he was like, yeah, sure. So we start talking about planning this, that, and the fourth, and he ends up giving me some admin perms via console command. And I was like, all right, cool. So we do the event, and he decides that he wants me to be an admin on his Livonia server, which was fine because I wanted to help the community out. So, we're doing events. People are coming in. I'm running treasure hunts. We're doing PvP battles in PvP areas. I'm setting up PvP zones all on the map, not all over the map, but in just a few specific places, so that people that want to do PvP can. We're doing big bunker buster PvP battles where we gave away a big base. We did all kinds of stuff. We did vehicle searches, and people were coming into the server, and the server was popping, right? And every event that I did, every prize that I gave away, was all ran by Kirk and approved by him. So, fast forward a little while, and he gives me admin perms across all of his servers because he would come to me and he would complain about his other staff members being lazy or not doing their jobs and not helping him out or leaving him high and dry and putting all this stress on him and just making them sound like generally terrible people. So I said, if you need some extra help, give me admin perms and I'll do what I can to help take some of the stress off of you guys. And I did. And that's what inevitably ended up leading to me leaving. Because I was on their Bitterroot server, which was a PvE server, it was in the name. And me and my group of friends was running around in Jackson. And a guy had made a base up in the castle. We didn't know who it was. He shot at us, killed a few of us. So I brought him to me using the CF tools. And I said, hey man, you can't be doing this. And he was like, so-and-so gave me express permission to do whatever the hell I wanted to and blah, 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 blah. And I was like, well, that's not what we're doing here. This is a PvE server. You can't be doing that. Don't do it again. And I set him back down at his stuff. I did my job as an admin. So then I log off, Next morning I get on and all of my admin powers have been stripped away except for Livonia. And I was like, hey, what's going on? And I get told that basically, I get told like 7 different stories, but what it amounted to was he was putting the blame on his staff, saying they looked in the logs and they said that I was doing this, 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 and this, and that they didn't feel like they wanted me to have access to the other servers anymore because they could take care of it. And I said, well, that's not what you were saying before. Well, they want to come back because they feel like they have time now and they're ready to make the commitments and blah, 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 blah. And then it turned into, well, some of them didn't like the fact that you were spawning this, that, and the fourth thing, giving yourself an unfair advantage. I said, how was I giving myself an unfair advantage on a PvE server? We're not raiding. It's against the rules. We're not doing PvP. It's against the rules. I'm not giving myself massive loads of ammunition or guns or anything. I built a base in a building, not even a big building, and I healed my car because the server was glitchy and you couldn't drive 5 minutes down the road without your car getting ruined because of a glitch. I didn't even heal anybody else's vehicles. I healed mine. Right. So, me and him had our conversation, and I left. And I thought it was on good terms. I said, hey, man, I feel like I've been done wrong. You're all about talking to somebody. And, you'll leave known hackers on your server. Just if you go talk to them and they're nice. Oh, yeah, man, I hacked on that server, but I promise I won't do it here. And he's just like, oh, okay. And just lets them on their server. Which is why a buddy of mine got banned, because he left an active hacker on his server. And my buddy ended up getting into it with the hacker, so Kirk banned him. But then went and tried to slander him by saying that he shared sexually explicit content in his Discord. Which, by the way, if you watch this, you need to get a hold of that person, because that person wants to press charges on you for slander and defamation, because they use their name to make money because they are a streamer. So make sure you get a hold of him. I'm going to get a hold of him as soon as I get done with this video and let him know that you've not responded to me letting you know, and that he should just go ahead and seek legal action. And I'm going to send him the proof that he needs to show his lawyers. So just be ready for that. Since you want to try and copyright strike videos because you don't want people to know the story, and I'm sorry, the story is going to be out there whether you like it or not. I'm freely speaking at this point. There is absolutely nothing that you can do. I'm not reading anything. I don't have a script. All I've said is the name of your community server, which is public. It's not copyrighted. And as I said before, I'm not affiliated with your servers. Obviously, I can't even play on your servers because I said a saw was hard to find, right? Yeah, so here's the thing about that. So recently, I got unbanned from their servers because I confronted Kirk about the ban and then turned around and had a conversation with him, and he unbanned me. So I get on for a couple of days, and this lasted a whole 3 days. That's what this lasted. So I get on, I start looting up, I do my thing, my buddy hops in, he starts doing his thing, we decide that we want to base up. So we go through the entire map, and we look for hours and hours and hours. And we get everything we need to build a base except a saw. And we keep looking, and we keep looking until like 4 a.m., which was at least 8 hours by itself for this saw. Can't find it. The next morning I get on, and there is a bunch of people running around, going and hitting all the industrial yards, looting. Like, massively looting. They're grabbing everything. Dude, hard hats, everything. And then they're logging off. So I made the comment that I was trying to find a saw, and it was hard to find because hoarding was an issue. Now, this apparently set off a domino effect that apparently went straight to the owner, and he was like, hey, I'm getting an awful lot of reports, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, look, man, I don't care what anybody else is saying. Like, you can see my chat. It's right there in the trade section of your Discord. And he says, well, I just think it's awful funny. I'm like, I'm sure you do. But here's the thing. I'm not hurting anybody. I'm not doing anything to anybody. I'm not killing nobody. I'm not taking anybody's stuff. I'm not breaking any of your rules. So just leave me alone. Which he should have just done. He should have just left me alone. That would have been the big answer in all of this. Because I wasn't hurting anybody. I wasn't doing anything that went against him or his community. So I ended up looking for a grand total of, I think, 20 hours or so, and still couldn't find one. So I hit a couple people up. Finally ended up getting one. It got deleted while I was showing a freshie how to spawn in a car. So another guy had hit me up, so I hit him up, got one, built my wall, and then went out and went on the search again because the one that I got was worn. Couldn't use it to make more than one wall, and I needed more than one wall. So on it, once again, I was out on the hunt. And I wasn't even saying anything at this point because I got the thing I was looking for, and I did what I was wanting to do, right? At that point, it hadn't been brought up at all. Like, for a while. And I'm running around, and I'm starting to get doing these streams for, like, XI Gaming and Blacklands and this Lone 2025 that's fixing to come up, which is an awesome server that you guys should definitely go check out. It's a completely different take on DayZ, and the feel on it is just completely different than you'll get in any other server. It's really nice. But aside from that, where was that? Oh, so I put in their Discord, hey, I want to get the server out there some more. I want to stream the server. What the hell? You stupid cats. Anyway, I said I want to stream the server. So anybody that wants to talk about their experiences here or just talk up the server or whatever can meet me at the North or South Trader locations and talk about how you found the server, how long you've been here, what you've done, what your experience has been like, yada, 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 yada. And then immediately, the owners went rabid and attacked me in the Discord, saying they didn't trust me, I wasn't to be trusted, I was a problem for their server, that I was trying to drive people away, and that I was nothing but no good, and I'm such a piece of shit, and I shouldn't even be there, and I don't belong there. What did I do? What the fuck did I do, really? What I did was disagree with them and say that there was something negative about the server, which was that there was hoarding and I couldn't find the saw that I was looking for. That's what that was about. And how fucking stupid is that? To go off and have your fucking period over something so small as that. And then continue to attack me for 2 hours in your fucking Discord like a bunch of little bitches. And then try to hit me with a fucking lawsuit, which you can't do because all of our conversations have me in them, you fucking dipshit. I'm allowed to use whatever the fuck I want to use. If you don't like that, shove it up your fucking ass. You stupid motherfucker. And if you don't like it, you've got my address. Come to my fucking house. See what happens. You stupid fucking idiot. I hate stupid fucking people. I really do. So I made a video with my chats from their Discord. And it's not his private Discord like he claimed in the fucking copyright. It's his public DayZ community Discord. So we're going to have a little argument about that here in a little while whenever I get a hold of customer support from YouTube. And like I said, if you're feeling big in the britches, you know where the fuck I'm at, bitch. Come get some. So anyway, I'm sorry, I get riled up. I just hate the stupidity of it all. I really do. I meant for this to be my last video, and this is gonna be the last video that I make, unless he tries to copyright this one and get this one taken down too, but he can't. I'm not using any of his stuff in this video at all whatsoever. So he can't take this down. I'm freely speaking right now about my experience, so he can kiss my fucking ass. Where was I? Oh yeah, so after the 2 hours, they finally banned me. You know, I had a buddy in my chats coming to me saying, "Hey man, you know, they're just trying to get a rise out of you," and I'm like, you know, I know, but the shit that they're saying is not true, and I cannot stand idly by and let them badmouth me in their Discord, calling me something that I'm not, saying I'm doing things that I'm not doing. So I just can't. It goes against everything I as a man stand for. So I defended myself against their attack for 2 hours, and then they banned me. They banned me from their Discord, and they banned me from their server, which is fine. The only reason I was even on the server was to play with my buddy because he likes playing on their servers. Which they also had banned him from their Discord, even though he didn't even say anything regarding me, except for I had logged in using a name that I have to use on the servers that I admin for in order to use my admin perms. I forgot to change it back, and I logged in, and they tried to make a big stink about that. Instead of just coming to me and asking me what was going on with the name change, they tried to make it seem like I was trying to be an admin on their server and use admin tools on their server. Like, you cannot seriously believe that the people in your community, blind as they may be to follow you so easily without proof of anything that you're saying, you cannot really believe that they would be so stupid that they would believe that I could use admin tools on your server simply by changing my fucking name. You stupid fucking idiots. So, I digress. That's what happened there. They banned me in the past, and then they turned around and banned me for nothing this time as well. Now, when they banned me in the past, they had banned me for association with that guy that I brought up earlier, that he is now saying shared sexually explicit material in their Discord. But back then, it was for causing a problem in their Discord when he went off on the hacking dude that he was having an issue with, and they kept deleting his chats in their Discord, and then they banned him. They banned me for association, but not the rest of our group, nor his brother, who based with him. So that was completely fucking stupid. What they did was they banned me so I couldn't protect myself while they ran my name through the fucking mud. Which they did for months. I got multiple messages, multiple screenshots of chats from their Discord of them running my name through the mud, saying that I ruined their servers, saying that I was this big, huge problem, yada, 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 yada. What the fuck did I do? I didn't do anything but breathe life into your dying server and then leave because you fucked me over. And I left nicely. I didn't cause a scene. I didn't go around and tell people, oh, blah, blah, this is what happened. This guy's doing this to me, blah, 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 blah. I said, hey, man, I think I'm going to go ahead and take off. I don't like what's going on. I'm saying my piece. This is my piece right here. I'm done. Sorry. If I ever decide that I want to come back, I'll get a hold of you, and we'll talk, and it'll be up to you. Appreciate the chance. See ya. And he was like, oh, yeah, man, okay, that's fine. So he was all okay and cool up front, but then turned around and shoved my name into somebody's asshole behind my back and banned me so that I couldn't defend myself. If you do go and you play their servers, keep your mouth shut. Don't have your own opinion. And follow him blindly. That's all that he asks. He wants you to treat him like a god. If you have any self-respect and can't do that, I would really try other community servers, which I will be doing videos on. So go ahead and check out some of those other videos. Check out those other community servers because they are definitely just fucking leaps and bounds above this one. Good talking to you guys. You guys take it easy. And this is my piece. It's been said. There's nothing left to be said. They're terrible people. They're extremely fucking toxic. And that's about it.